guys, Heat King here, bringing you a Resident Evil 7 retrospective. It's been a while. Again, apologize for that. Getting these videos out is hard because, you know, we all have a life. So, yeah, I keep saying I'm going to try, but I'm just going to stop saying that because it might not happen. I'm probably only going to be able to get 10 videos out before the game eventually comes out, but I do want to get more out. I've got a lot to say. Anyway, today's topic will be on who the main villains of Resident 7 are going to be. Now, there was an interview recently with the director, I believe, where he said that there is no behind-the-scenes kind of guy or corporational villains in this like there are in previous games, which I call bullshit on. The reason I call bullshit on this is because it's clearly him trying to avoid the subject and to avoid answering and to avoid spoiling the game, obviously. And, you know, there was a data mine that has leaked, that has given us some bit of information, but not fully. Now, what I'm going to share with you is something that I found on, well, again, not going to name my sources, but this is actually in a connection to the Heavenly Island manga. Now, for those of you who don't know, Heavenly Island is, for all intents and purposes, a sequel to Revelations 2 and pretty much a prologue to Resident Evil 7, and apparently there was a latest chapter confirms that there is a deep, big connection to the manga and to the new game that's coming out. Now, first of all, the Heavenly Island manga tells us that there is a new corporation, a new pharmaceutical corporation, and they are called, I believe, Sheng-Ya Pharmaceuticals, and they own a paramilitary group called Umbrella Corps. Now, the game Umbrella Corps, which is canon by the way, does have you playing as who is supposedly meant to be the character of Hank, and it is revealed in the sort of story mode that they have in a very Easter egg sort of way, in the kind of, you have to play, like, you apparently have to play the game really good in order to get this. You have DC Darkless cameoing as who is supposedly meant to be an alive Wesker. There are hints throughout the game that is indeed meant to be Albert Wesker. And for anyone who's played Revelations 2, the Japanese dub, and has played through the Raid 2 mode, there's a lot of stuff in there that hinted at Alex doing something behind the scenes using this technology in order to maybe bring someone back. Now, we don't know what that is yet. There's no confirmation. There's no confirmation 100% that Albert Wesker is coming back. What Heavenly Island manga confirms is that the Sheng-Ya Pharmaceutical Company is in this game, that they are the new top dogs. Now, in the new chapter that's been released, the villain of the manga, or one of the villains, called Dirk Miller, who worked with Alex Wesker, uses a virus on the main BOW creature that haunts the characters throughout the story. This creature ends up turning into one of the molded. Yep, it turns into one of the molded. And then it ends up mutating further into a centipede-like creature. Now, anyone who's gone through the data mine for the recent Resident Evil 7 leak knows that once you get to a certain point in the game, you fight Jack Baker. And one of these, apparently, in one of the final boss fights, I believe it is the final boss fight that you have, not the final boss, but one of the final fights you have Jack, he mutates into a centipede form, because there is a title heading of sort that says Centipede Jack. And apparently, you know, the molded are in that game, obviously, that's where they introduced, but it seems that they're being introduced first in the manga, which this BOW mutates to centipede. Now, you know, you have that, and then you have this. So obviously this connection is massive, and it also further confirms that just maybe at the end of this manga, that the Sheng-Ya Pharmaceutical Company using the Umbrella Corps unit will end up getting that virus, and they're going to be ending up using it for their experiments, which means possibly that the Bakers are part of an experiment being run by Sheng-Ya Pharmaceutical. And of course that Umbrella Corps is involved. Now, the hint that the Umbrella Corps unit is going to be in this game, as I've mentioned already, or if I didn't, I apologize, but during the photographic demonstration that Capcom was doing, they were showing various pictures. One of those was of a military soldier that may be a BSA unit member. Another one was of the Umbrella Corps unit characters. Now, a lot of people speculated that this was taken from Umbrella Corps, and you may be right, but this was meant to be part of RE7. And also, there's a further hint and clue that the Umbrella Corps are in the game, or will be involved in some capacity, because their logo is on one of the collector edition items, I believe, that you can get for the game, which is on a booklet. I believe their logo is on that. To further more evidence, you can actually find their logo in the demo, when you play the demo, you find a photograph, and when you turn the photograph over, it's a picture of, I believe it's a picture of a helicopter, and it's got the Umbrella logo on it. However, it is not the Umbrella logo, it is the Umbrella Corps logo. When you look very, very closely, maybe when we get the full version, it's more detailed, we can make it out, but apparently it's the Umbrella Corps logo. So we have that as evidence. We have the evidence of that logo on the Collect Edition items, on one of the items, and then you've got, of course, you've got the photographic demonstration, and then now you have the Heavenly Island manga. So obviously, the Umbrella Corps unit are being set up as the potential behind-the-scenes kind of villains for this game, and that Sheng-Ya Pharmaceutical are the ones behind it. So that's pretty interesting, and it also makes the manga that we have now a lot more important than we thought before, than we thought previously. So this is very important stuff to keep in mind, and it's making me very excited for what this game is going to have to offer, and it's making me very excited to see where the future is going to go with this, especially when you consider the fact that, again, if the leaked rumors are true about Ethan and Mia investigating a pharmaceutical company, that pharmaceutical company could very well have been Sheng-Ya Pharmaceutical. Now, we still don't know if those rumors were true or not. I'm hearing they were fake, but that has not actually been 100% confirmed. It could just be something to stop the spread of rumors. They could very well be real, but I don't know. Anyway, guys, as always, like and subscribe. Tell me your thoughts down below. Tell me what you think of this recent development. Tell me what you think of these deep, obvious connections now, and whether you think 100%, because I do truly believe that, yeah, Sheng-Ya are being set up as the new Umbrella in the game, and Umbrella is coming back, and anyone who's played Umbrella Corps knows that you have potentially Hank involved in some capacity, or just a cameo, and that Albert Wesker may or may not be coming back. And anyone who has read the recent data mines knows for a fact that there is something there that hints at possibly Albert coming back, or maybe not. That's still not, again, not confirmed yet, but I think I'll discuss that in another video. As always, like and subscribe like I said before, and I shall see you when I shall see you. Take care, and good night, guys.